Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to We're going to be talking about Vanderpump Villa Season 1, Episode 8. Let's get right into this.
You know, we all make mistakes. Look how many Hannah's made.
The entire chateau was waking up from Hannah yelling.
What?
She's saying she doesn't want to be here.
What time are you leaving?
What?
Alright, episode starts with Hannah losing her mind as she loses it in every episode. She's packing and says that she wants to go home. She's so annoying and exhausting. She got into a fight for Marciano, and then she got in a fight with him for not standing up for her, apparently. Crazy. Also, it's worth noting, Gabriella and Andre are now like sleeping in the same bed, and this is surprising. Caroline, the chef, and Eric have been very touchy-feeling lately. But then in the morning, Eric takes Emily out to see the sunrise together. It was like kind of romantic. Eric thinks Emily is very beautiful as she is, so we'll see how that goes. LVP calls Nikki the new girl into her office. Nikki says, yeah, I basically cried myself to sleep last night. Marciano said that I wasn't needed. Hannah went off. She was fighting and screaming at the middle of the night. It was horrible. So Lisa's now thinking that Hannah is definitely threatened by Nikki. So then Lisa calls Hannah in. As soon as Hannah sits down, LVP asks, what time are you leaving? Hannah was speechless, and Lisa said, well, I heard you packed your bags. You know, don't threaten to leave or do this. Like, do what you really want to do. And Lisa's very disappointed. Hannah then says, well, I did give the new girl a chance. And Lisa says, really, Hannah? You gave her a chance? You can look at me in the eye and say that you welcomed her? No, you can't, because you didn't. So Hannah says, okay, maybe I was a little insecure in the moment. Lisa says, okay, now that I see this pattern that you've had with Nikki, with Priscila, I can see that you do this because of Marciano. Lisa tells her not to do that. She says that Hannah will now be on watch, and Lisa says that she doesn't want Hannah to be acting like a little bitch because of him. She actually said that. Hannah says, okay, then they go a little personal. Lisa asks Hannah, why don't you feel enough? Hannah says, because I've been burned, and she starts to cry. Lisa tells her not to be insecure, and her screaming at 2 a.m. does nothing good for her. Now, I guarantee y'all this wonderful conversation isn't going to do anything, but it is what it is. Then they have a staff meeting. Lisa introduces the guest of honor celebrating her 30th birthday. Again, Lisa reminds Eric that he won't be interacting with the guest. Steven will be getting Eric's job, as he kind of did last episode. So, an hour before the guests get there, we see Steven. Eric, on the other hand, is shirtless with a pickaxe, hitting the dirt. I don't even know if he was actually doing anything. The guest arrived. Steven did a great job of greeting the guest and telling them what the plans were. Eric. Okay, so Steven is having a little bit of fun getting Eric to unflush the toilets and stuff like that. Steven is doing a good job, but he's realizing that this is a lot of work. So they have dinner. Also, Telly tells Gabriella that she's heard her and Andre have sex last night. Oh. The guests then interact a little with the staff. One girl was telling them about her luggage that was lost and she was crying. And then Nikki, the new girl, says, listen, she decided to be a little feisty tonight. She says, oh, it's okay. I cried the whole night too and I blamed it on jet lag even though it wasn't. And things like that, just kind of being shady. So then the next morning, Emily and Caroline go for a bike ride because, remember, the property is huge. Also, Nikki is cuddling with Eric. Oh my god, what is going on here? Nikki also vents about Hannah. But Caroline, when she kind of rode and saw that Eric and Caroline weren't cuddling, Eric and Nikki were cuddling, she wasn't super thrilled about seeing that. And Emily too. So Eric's been getting all the girls effortlessly. Steven then has a game for the guests. It's like a beer pong with champagne or something like that. The losers have to jump into the pool. But then everyone kind of jumped into the pool, including the servers. So as the servers are getting wet, Steven is struggling to get people to serve lunch. And Lisa sees this. He's like all over the place. And she sees that, well, he's good. He gets in his head a lot. Okay, so then Hannah wants to talk to Nikki. I thought she was going to apologize, but Hannah brings up that she didn't like that Nikki told the guests that she cried the first night. Oh my gosh. But she says, I don't want to keep talking about this. Nikki says, okay, but would you apologize for the fight that happened the first night I got here? Hannah does apologize. They hug, but didn't really seem sincere, but looks like they kind of solved it for now. So later that night, they had a funeral dinner to represent the girl's 20s being put behind her. So everyone's wearing black, kind of emo. Marciano wants Nikki to be the lead server tonight, but this Steven keeps freaking out. He needs to calm down. He got so angry that some cocktails were made early. He's throwing up and shaking. He goes to the room, so Lisa goes to check up on him. He's crying. Lisa tells him everything is going to be okay. She feels like he's very insecure because he was fired when he used to work for her a while ago. So he needs to chill, learn, and grow. Also, his contacts were like freaking me out, but I think having this conversation with Lisa helped him. Steven feels better now. And Lisa also thanks Hannah for taking care of Steven in that moment. She starts to grab items from her 20s that she wants to leave behind, puts them in a box, coffin type of thing, and buries them. It was so dumb but kind of funny at the same time. They start the dinner. Nikki did a good job as a server. She asks Marciano, how did she do? And yeah, he says that she was good. Also, Eric and Emily were in some corner. Emily's asking him, do you actually like me? Listen, I thought Emily was smarter than this, but he basically tells her that he is seeing someone at home, which I actually kind of respect of him. To end this experience, they all drink, have fun, but y'all, Nikki kisses a guest. Now, it kind of made sense in the moment. It wasn't out of nowhere, but she kissed a guest. And Caroline saw this and she's not happy about this. She does not think it's professional. They actually got into a fight over this later that night, and Caroline says that wasn't okay. She's talking to everybody else, but some people think that Caroline is just being jealous over Eric. But Caroline says that what happened was not okay. And that was the end of the episode. This was kind of probably the first episode where I thought was really boring. Yeah, it was a little hard to follow. I think it's gonna end soon. It's episode 8. I think there's a few more episodes. But what did y'all think about this? Eric is crazy. All the girls are flocking towards him, but it's not his fault. But these girls definitely like him, and I didn't expect Caroline, out of all people, and Emily, who seemed like the strongest minded ones, to fall for him. But that's crazy. Nikki looks problematic. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great one. Bye.